Blessings upon blessings. Dharma Shakti here with your Monday message. Welcome back, Light Warrior. It is so good to be with you here for yet another great quote on another great Monday. So here it goes. This quote is by Jim Carrey. He says, "Depression is your avatar telling you that it's tired of being the character that you're trying to play." Depression is your avatar. I'm guessing that he means your higher self. Depression is your higher self telling you that it's tired of being the character that you're trying to play. Now, this makes me think of something that my great friend Karina is always saying. And she says, your emotions are indicators, right? Your emotions are indicators. So if you're feeling depressed, it's an indication that you're out of alignment with what you value and with what makes you feel whole. You're out of alignment with your hopes and dreams and your calling for yourself. But I love the way that Jim Carrey puts it. Like, your higher self is tired of being the character that you're trying to play. It's time for a change. It's time to really check in and go, what do I value? What do I value? And what makes me feel whole? And then looking at your life and going, are there things in my life that align with this? If not, then I need to put this character down that's living this way and find a way to connect with my true self and live in alignment with what makes me feel whole and with the things that I value. The thing with depression, outside of clinical depression, I'm not here to talk about that today, is I think that depression is tricky and sneaky, and we don't always realize that we're depressed. We're just tired all the time. We need to take a lot of naps, or we have brain fog, or we're not able to make decisions. We doubt ourselves a whole bunch, or we just are not motivated. That's a big one. We're just not motivated. We're not motivated to take action. We're not motivated to get up in the morning and take care of ourselves. And we're not motivated to get to yoga. And we're not motivated to get out to see our friends. And we're not motivated in many areas of our lives. It's a good indication that you are in a state of depression, and maybe you just don't recognize it, right? Because it can be tricky. But that lack of motivation and that lack of energy, that lack of just feeling any kind of alive and willing to engage in life, and that lack of clarity and ability to think, right? For me personally, I know I've been great indicators of depression, but I didn't realize I was so depressed till I got out of those situations that were making me, or that were allowing for those things to happen. So I guess what I'm trying to say to you today is, if you're feeling any of those things that I just described, especially if you're kind of feeling them all, and it's been, more than a week, it's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. And look, I know with COVID going on, lots of reasons to be depressed. But basically, I think that this quote, Jim Carrey's take on depression is time for a change. It's just time for a change. This role that you're playing, this character that you're playing, it isn't serving you anymore. It isn't aligned with your values or what makes you feel whole anymore. And that doesn't mean that that thing is now bad, or that it's toxic, or you just need to cut it out. It just means that there needs to be a shift, right? A shift in the person that you are showing up as, right? So stop trying to be a character and just be yourself. Listen to the heart and where it's calling you to go, and let your emotions be an indicator. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling unmotivated, if you're just feeling real melancholy, often like days in a row, it's time for a change, my friend. It's really time for a change. You're playing a character role that your heart is just not happy with. And so you may not know what that change is yet, and that's okay. We just know it's time for a change. So I encourage you to take this information and just reflect on it and ask yourself that big question. Like, am I playing a character that isn't serving me anymore, right? Like, this could be so many things. It could be so many things for you. And so only you will really have the true an honest answer to this question. So don't seek out other people and ask them what they think. This is a question for you to go deep within the heart. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling lethargic all the time, you're feeling really unmotivated, you're having a hard time engaging with life in general, even though there's a part of you that wants to, you just don't have the energy. I'm laughing because I've been there, and I know what a frustrating place that can be. And so it's just time for a change. I ask that you ask yourself, what do I value and what makes me feel whole? And that's a great place to start. What do I value and what makes me feel whole? And start navigating in those directions, and the depression is going to begin to dissipate. And once that depression begins to dissipate and that old character begins to dissipate, you will begin to discover the you that really existed all along beneath that character that you were trying to play. There is no character for you to play. There is just simply being you. And when we are living out of alignment with who we really are and trying to play a character, it's always going to lead to depression because it's not who we really are. Being our most authentic self is one of the most fulfilling things that a human being can live by. Being their authentic self. A lot of us try to live like others and be like others and play these characters and emulate these characters that we see out in the world. And we may have temporary happiness when we get the accolades and we get the likes and we get the followers and all that stuff. But ultimately, it's not going to bring us the satisfaction and the satiation of the heart. Right? That comes from really being your authentic self. And so just take time to sit. What do I value? What makes me feel whole? And is there a character that I'm trying to play in my life that is no longer serving me? And what can I do to slowly let that go? It doesn't have to be quick. It doesn't have to be big or drastic. It's just really coming into that place of awareness, like what part of me can I let go of that isn't serving me anymore? Whew. Okay. So I hope that this was helpful. I have filmed this video so many times. This is like my 10th take. I'm just glad that it's out there for you all, and I got through it. All right, please be kind and share this with a friend if you think that they would benefit from hearing it. Drop me a like down below, and thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time. Please remember to keep your head high and your heart open wide as you go out there and live that life that you know you were meant to live, my friends. Namaste.